everyone, so this is the next video around my astrology learning. So if you have been following me, you'll know that I've been following this book, and for those of you that don't, here you go. So The Only Astrology Book You'll Ever Need by Joanna Martine Woolfolk. So at the moment I am working my way through this book. I have been looking at lots of other books as well, and this video is about, I don't know, the 8th or 9th video. So we've been looking at, sorry, I'm just trying to find my place. We've been looking at You and Your Planets was the last video. And so basically the book is taking us through each of those planets. So we start with Mercury, if I can get to the beginning, which is the planet of the mind. Let's see. So this is the second, I don't know if you know this, I didn't know this. It's the second smallest planet in our solar system. No, going the wrong way. Sorry, hang on a minute. Right, here we go. So, right, it's the the second smallest planet, and it's the one that's nearest to the sun. It's 3,000 miles in diameter and 8,000 miles from Earth. Now, it rotates on its own axis once every 59 days. So obviously this depends on the planet as to how quickly it rotates. It can appear, Mercury can appear as an evening star in March and April, but a morning star in September and October. It makes our life, so basically when we've got Mercury in our star sign, it makes our life understandable, and it's also the planet of intelligence. So it will be interesting to see where Mercury is in your chart to understand more about how it's affecting you and your sun sign. So it's associated with speed and agility. It's the planet of mental activities, which obviously links to the intelligence sort of aspect of things, connects with communication, and it rules over our intelligence, our perception, reason, memory, and our wiring. It reflects the way you see, hear, understand, and assimilate information. So how you put all that information together. And controls the function of our nerves, arms, hands and fingers, which is, I think, quite interesting as well. I'd wonder how much of an impact that's going to have on, people with anxiety and stuff, which obviously links to our nervous system, which, by the way, sound is really good for that. If you've got the Insight Timer app, they have free gong baths on there. I suggest you try those there. Gong baths are amazing, and all the different percussion instruments and the sound really taps into that nervous system. So when Mercury's in your horoscope, you're likely to be able to communicate well, you're lively, you're amusing sort of storyteller, very clever and a very shrewd bargainer. You're likely to have a good memory, you've got a talent for debate and quick movements. People with Mercury in their horoscopes are usually very good public speakers, singers and actors. And obviously there's a negative side, as there is with most things. My Mercury is in Gemini. So the negative side of Mercury means that you can be quite critical, quite sarcastic, argumentative and sly. Lies and deceit and certain crimes like fraud, forgery are examples of Mercury's negative power. There you go. Like, no one likes to think of those parts of us, but let's focus on all the positives. So mine is Mercury in Gemini, but obviously you could have Mercury in Aries, Mercury in Taurus and so on. You're not going to know this unless you have got your birth chart done. So look at that beautiful, beautiful ring. Sorry, I get distracted, but it is rather special, don't you think? This is one of my own. Right, so I'm going to read this because it's my one. Why not? So if you've got Mercury in Gemini, it's hard to pin you down. I don't find that. You have a quicksilver duality to your mind. You tend to change opinions. See, I don't think that, I don't know. Based on the latest news you're listening to, I only change my opinion once I've heard a few different you know, people's views, and if I think they're valid, then I will. You often hold down more than one job, that's true, or work in a number of projects at once, yep. Extremely quick, 100%. Versatile, interested in the world at large, yep. You live mostly on the mental plane, that's 100% true. You must have the facts and information. What you want is to know. Very true. You're good at languages and maths, absolutely not. I love to read, not really. So this is how some of it can be relevant and not others, not other parts. Study, travel, and talk to new people about what you think. However, because you have such a variety of interests, your grasp of knowledge tends to be superficial. I can see that, and I don't really like that about myself. So I'm hoping that I'm going to learn a lot about astrology. I know a lot about Microsoft, like Word and Excel, and lots about people, because I've done a lot of study around it. But there are areas where it just doesn't interest me, so it tends to be superficial. You always know a bit about everything, but sometimes not a lot about anything. You're clever enough to conceal this and to give a marvellous impression of being well informed. There we go. So anyway, that is, if you want me to let you know what yours says, then just let me know. Just make a comment and I'm more than happy to take a picture and send it to you. So next time we are going to be looking at Venus. Till then.